We have rebuilt one half of the Hawthorn-Geelong rivalry, and that was the Cats. They won the premiership in 2028, and now it's time to do a rebuild for the other half of the Geelong-Hawthorn rivalry, and that is the Hawks. The Hawthorn Football Club, they have had a period of success since one man came to Hawthorn and changed everything. John Kennedy Sr. He arrived as a... His coaching philosophies and his player, and his time as a player, brought Hawthorn a lot of success over the years. And there was another man that helped start off Hawthorn's successful era, Jack Hale. He was the one of the coaches that came across from Carlton to help Hawthorn with their success. Since then, the Hawks have won premierships in every single decade. The 60s, they won in 1961. The 70s, they won 3 premierships in that decade. 1971 and 1976 were all under Kennedy. And in 1978, under his assistant David Parkin. And then they won 4, and then the Parkin and Kennedy era was over. The Alan Jeans era was underway in the 80s. Also known as the James Joyce era. Hawthorn have won 5 premierships in that era. There's the 80s, 1983, 1986, 1988, 1989. Then there's the 90s, 1991. And then Clarko's Disciples era began in the 2000s. They won in 2008 against Geelong. And then they won 3 in a row in 2013, 2014, and 2015. Can the Sam Mitchell era replicate the same success that all these past Hawthorn eras have had? As we're going to be rebuilding Hawthorn to win them another premiership. Well, there are only 3 left from the three-peat era, including James Sicily. He was on their list when they won the three-peat. He was still there in 2014 and 2015, but barely played any games. And now he's their club captain. Then there's the Thompson brothers, Darren and Tyrone. They were part of the 3P Hawks era, and so is Jack Gutston. Can these 3 veterans steer Hawthorn to their first premiership of this decade? So, we've just let James Warple walk. Dylan Moore to Brisbane for Henry Smith. Nah! We are not trading our future captain. Dylan Moore wants to remain a Hawk. But sadly, the same can't be said about Shankorf GF. He's just been traded to Melbourne in return for pick 47. With the trade period now being open for business. The next Hawk we are saying goodbye to is Jai Sarong. We'll be sending him off to Sydney for a swap of future fourths. And Sydney are happy to do a deal with us. Have we done a pick swap with the dogs? Well, can this pick swap with Carlton be enough? To entice a couple of deals to come through. As we all can see, Hawthorn, they were one elite midfielder away from truly contending. They made it. They nearly made it. They nearly made it all the way to the grand final last season. They were one elite midfielder away from well and truly contending for a flag. Yeah, they nearly got the deal done for Zach Merritt, but however the Bummers stood firm in the last minute. You know what? We are not going to deal with Essendon. We're not dealing with Essendon. We're not dealing with Essendon's crap like they did to us in real life. Nah, we're not going for Zach Merritt. We're doing a deal with Port Adelaide. In this season, Hawthorn are set to lose Ned Reeves. Well, we can say goodbye to Max Ramsden. Who else will we say goodbye to? Brodie Ryan. And who else can leave? I'm thinking maybe a Seamus Mitchell. And we'll also throw in the first pick. And we'll also throw in pick 47 to Port Adelaide for Zach Butters. That's the player Hawthorn are after in real life. Zach Butters. Port refused the match and Butters is off the Hawthorn. In return for one of the defenders, the Hawthorn nearly went for, but actually tried to fall at one point before his medical results came back as failed, which caused this trade with Port Adelaide to not go through. This trade will Hawthorn causing Port Adelaide collateral damage. We've just traded. Who did we send to the power? Ned Reeves, Max Ramsden, Brodie Ryan. Well, Max Ramsden could be able to fix Port Adelaide's size problem in their forward line. In return, the Hawks will acquire one Cameron Bevel and a bunch of draft picks. Anyways, back to the recruiting period. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think I should do with this Henry Hustwaite? Should I keep him around a Hawthorn, or should I trade him to Essendon like what nearly happened in real life? 4-1, Zach Merritt. Hello, West Coast. Fancy dealing with you. We'll send James Blank. We'll send Henry Hustwaite to the Eagles. Along with leave Hustwaite. We'll send James Blank. Help. We'll send James Blank to the Eagles for pick 99. And that's the trade deal sorted. Another trade deal sorted for Hawthorn. I think that might be basically our off season done. Almost. Trade offer proposed. Mitch Lewis to Port. NO spells no. Well, let's go and do a deal with Adelaide. Who the Hawk Ball sending to Crombowl? We're giving the Crom pick 1. Well, maybe not. In this rebuild, oh my days. Everything Adelaide touch. Everything Adelaide get always ends up at Hawthorn. Hawthorn would usually take what's Adelaide's throughout the years. We'll send away Mitch Lewis. We'll give the Crows Henry Hustwaite for their midfield. Who else do we give the Crows? We'll give him the first pick. We'll give him and we'll also give him the first pick, which Hawthorn would accept. Which Adelaide would accept. What an elite deal! Welcome to Hawthorn, Matty Greenwoods! What an elite deal this is! This looks like a really good Hawthorn team. No elite. Remember the last elite Hawk that came from South Australian club? He wore number 4. Remember the last time an elite Hawk came from South Australia to wear number 44? Johnny Platten? Could we repeat history? Let's list our uncontracted players. Who's left? Who's left the club? We check. So, Tyson Bockings, Jasper Scaife, and Seamus Mitchell are all out of the club. Look to set. Hawthorn get Cam Nairn out of Centrals. And another one from Centrals, Aidan Schubert. Continuing the Johnny Platten connection between Centrals and Hawthorn. Matt Leray is off to the Hawks. Who do we get next to come to Hawthorn? And we get Jack Dalton. From originally, it was actually from Sandringham. We'll also go with Ollie Greaves. Coming over from the Eastern Rangers. We'll have to get another ruck. Hawthorn will draft Lucas Empey from Williamstown. Now let's assign jersey numbers. Brown will wear number 2. Looks like I got the number 2 Guernsey at Hawthorn. The number 1's worn by... hang on a minute. Dylan Moore will sacrifice 13 to wear 8. Calshadir will now wear 13. Nick Watson will now wear 5. Connor McDonald will now have the number 9 Guernsey. We'll probably give Harry Morrison his old number 35 back. Darren Thompson, who will now wear 22. Number 1's worn by Luke Bruce. Lloyd Meek. He'll go from owning number 17 to owning number 7. We'll give Cam Bibble the number 17 Guernsey at Hawthorn. Box will now wear 26 for Hawthorn. Nan to wear 29. Schubert 31, Leray 34. We'll give Butters the number 17 instead. Greenwood will wear 44. Matty Greenwood. He'll be the first elite Hawk to wear the number 44 Guernsey since Johnny Platten back in the 80s and 90s. He's got a bit of Johnny Platten in him. Big win. Well, what a way to start pre-season. Huge win over Port Adelaide. I don't think any former Hawks played in this game for the Power. Not even Brodie Ryan, who we gave to Port Adelaide. Got to get Sicily back inside. We'll make Well, we made Tyron Thompson the substitute. Oh dear, it's a bad start. Bad start to our potential premiership campaign. Oh no, we're greater with injuries. Well, that's better. Came back with a win over Essendon. Round 3 against the Saints. Which we won. Beat Geelong, lost to the Tigers. Beat the Roos, lost to the Dockers. Well, we're 7-3 and we've stood in 7th. Well, we do have a pick in the mid-season rookie draft. We'll take Nathan Wardius. Give him number 45. Win. Loss. Win. Another dub. The dubs keep rolling in over at Hawthorn. And then we went back to L's against Collingwood. Well, we nearly won the minor premiership. Amidst the injuries, we nearly won this minor premiership. Oh no. We got an injury to Meek. And an injury to Toe as well. Who's going to play rock? Oh my days. Who's going to play rock? Well, at least the Hawks have got their solution. Lachlan Brown in the ruck. To book ourselves a home preliminary final. Oh no, there's no Newcomb. We'll have to make do with Blake Hardwick in the midfield. We'll have to make do a Ward in that midfield. Bailey McDonald's been dropped to make way for Sicily. Worst part is we don't even have Chol this season at Hawthorn. I think we'll probably recall Gunston for the prelim and play Kalshadir as a backup ruck to Lachlan Brown. Josh Battle's back in the side. It's not enough to beat Collingwood. Oh, no. I think the injuries pretty much killed us this season. It's not just the injuries, it's the goddamn contracts! Oh, no! We might not even have a reserve team at this point! It's absolute killer. It is it's got to be one of the worst things about rebuilding a team. Trying to keep everyone happy. We'll give McCabe 3 more years. Come on, Connor. Come on, Connor! Connor McDonald's re-signed. Let's see if Tyrone will play on one more. He wants to play on 2 more years. Gazza's set to play on 2 more years. Let's give Voxen a new 8-year contract. Sam Butler's also got a new deal. Give Lorraine a rookie list promotion. Reeves has got a new deal. We'll give Dalton a rookie list promotion as well. Lucas MP is now a senior listed player at Hawthorn. Hopefully we get Kausha to re-sign. Hopefully Kausha can re-sign. He's basically the future of Hawthorn's forward line. Basically, pretty much got our contracts basically sorted, almost. Kausha loves the club. So too does Dylan Moore. He's basically a Hawk for life. Let's give Gunston 2 more years. So you still got it. Three lads have been promoted up to the senior list. So we say goodbye to Bailey McDonald and Harry Morrison. We signed our new free agent, Mitch Hinge. Could Hawthorn get another addition in free agency? Possibly Justin McInerney from the Swans. Oh, man, we've literally only got 3 more years left this decade. Otherwise, Hawthorn might be going this decade premiershipless. Otherwise, we might have a trophyless decade. It's something we don't really want as a football club. Well, Jack Scribshaw does not want to go back to the Gold Coast because he was there last time. We sent Cam Bibble back to Port Adelaide for picks. Because we signed Mitch Hinge and Justin McInerney to be his replacements. Welcome to the we're doing another deal with Essendon. We're doing with Essendon. We're giving them Connor Nash. Sending Connor Nash, Cody Anderson, Namraz. And I think maybe Finn McGuinness in return for pick 2. Shane Bobby Hill's cousin might not want to go back to Hawthorn. I think we'll deal Matt Hill and Jamie O'Henry to the Eagles at pick 43. And this is why we are dealing with the Gold Coast Suns. Yes, we might have lost Connor Nash. And yes, may have lost Finn McGuinness. Giving away most of our first round draft capital for Mac Andrew. Although we lost McGuinness, although we lost Scott McGuinness's lad, but we actually got Dean Anderson's lad as a consolation prize. Can we do it? Can we actually do it? Can we pull this deal off? We'll be trading Sam Butler at pick 29 and pick 41 to the Kangaroos to get boyhood Hawks fan Harry Sheezel. He was a Hawks fan growing up. Harry Sheezel, welcome to Hawthorn. Welcome to the family club. Can the Hawk make their first grand final since 2015? I mean, we got close several times. Made it to 2 prelims, and we ended up losing to both Geelong and Collingwood. Who's the uncontracted players we had just got rid of? Well, basically no one. We basically pass on our draft picks because we had a huge off season, which saw us acquire a bunch of talented lads. We got Harry Yates, and he might be the grandson of Mark Yates, the bloke that ran into Dermot Brereton in the 89 granny. Josh Weddle's agreed to move to 20, so Fox can wear 23 for Hawthorn. Dylan Moore's agreed to wear number 1, so Noah Anderson could wear his dad's old number 8. Hawthorn had Noah Anderson's dad on the team once upon a time, and now they've got Noah Anderson. They got Noah Anderson himself. We'll give 26 to Mac Andrews, Sheezel to wear 30. Hedge 32, McInerney 35. And that's the Hawthorn roster for 2027. Let's see if this could be the season where the Premiership will be coming to Hawk. Well, good start so far for Hawk. 4, 5, 6. Oh, we lost to the Crows. Look at that. What a start by the Hawk Ball. Hawk Ball are currently sitting. Hawk Ball are in second right now. So we get Lee Kalia to come to our back line. Went to our Sudanese core of maybe Orchal and the new bloke we just acquired, Mac Andrew. It was Charles' good friend at the Gold Coast Suns. Anyways, back to the simulation. Hawk just keep on winning until we run into Geelong, of course. Until we end up running into Cat Ball, of course. 19 wins, 3 losses, and a draw. Who did we draw with? Was it GWS, or was it St Kilda, or was it the Eagles? Who was that draw against? Well, it was the Giants. So we drew with. First qualifying final. We're at home against the Brisbane Lions. This could be all our war. We'll make Sicily the substitute. Maybe we might start him over here. Barras. Got to start him ahead of Lukacs. Bada bing! Another prelim booked for Hawthorn. And who's our... Well, it's the rematch of last year's preliminary final against Collingwood. It's time for revenge. Remember what Collingwood did to us last time? We made a bit of a mistake. We made a bit of a boo-boo last year, not calling up Tyron Thompson for the final. We'll have to drop Sicily to make way for it. Maybe for McCabe. Not again! Why does Collingwood have to keep screwing us? Only 2 years to go in this decade! Why does Collingwood have to... Why does Collingwood have to keep screwing with Hawthorn? Jack Jetterman, you're a Hawthorn fan, mate. Stop giving too much sympathy to Collingwood. It's only helping them win. Just help the Hawks win a prelim next time. We'll have to do some drastic measures. We'll have to do some drastic measures to make sure that loss never happens again. Make sure Hawthorn never lose to Collingwood in a prelim final ever again. Great year, but it's a shame we keep losing to Collingwood in a prelim final. Who do you have who's so good? Well, it's actually Nick Dacos. Sicily and Amon have retired. It's a shame we're not going to sign Carl Amon off of it. It's a shame we're not going to be signing Sicily off of the Premiership. Because of Collingwood. Fine, if you want to keep scrolling with us in prelim finals, we'll do a trade. We'll do a revenge trade. We'll give Collingwood Jarman MP. Because his mode basically let us down. Lukac and Lekalia and the pick 18. Just been Nick Dacos, Ned Long, and Sandy Brock. Well, this is a sort of trade that might be sending a message to the league. And to Collingwood. Do not mess with Hawthorn anymore. And we just signed Oscar Baker for the next 7 years as a random signing. We didn't pick anyone in the national draft or even the rookie draft. Well, if you're a team like Hawthorn, it wouldn't matter about the rookie draft or the national draft at this time. All we care about is beating Collingwood in a final. Because we have had enough of Collingwood messing with us. We have had it. This is a statement season. To let Collingwood know, do not mess with Hawthorn. And we just taken Dacos from them. Look at that, we won 21 games. This was our best season. This is our best season. It's our best season since like what? It's looking like our 2013 sells again. Oh dear, Greenwood and Brown are retiring. This is bad. When did it happen? When did this retirement happen? think it must have been that injury or something. $110-point win over Richmond in the qualifying final. Let's see how we go in the prelim. Who are we versing in the prelim this time around? Please don't let it be Collingwood. Please don't. Phew, it's the Crows. Well, it's the Crows. Who we got on preliminary final day. We got Butters back in the side. Deadlog comes in for the Hawks. You can play Chol. Well, Hawthorn are in the grand final. Kalshadir kicked 8. Who's the opposition on grand final day? Here we go again. A date with destiny. Not just the grand final, but we got ourselves another date with Collingwood. The team that's messed with us so many times. Well, literally, it's pretty much time for revenge. This could literally let Collingwood know that the Hawks are not here to be messed around with anymore. And anyways, we'll hand you over to Anthony Hudson and the Crow. The 2028 grand final day. Well, since Collingwood might be getting a bit raided by Tasmania in a few years, well, it looks like their rebuild's going to be basically almost like a nuke and rebuild challenge, because considering Tasmania might be looking to raid players off of Collingwood.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're live from the MCG. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Hawthorn and Collingwood. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. The players are ready to charge onto the ground. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
Thanks, Hutto. I like the Hawks. Two very worthy sides, obviously, but I've gone with the favourites because their best is the best, and they have no obvious weakness.
Collingwood trailed Hawthorn by 17 points at three-quarter time of their 2011 preliminary final. They kicked 4 of the next 5 goals, hitting the front through Travis Cloak with 6.5 minutes remaining. Lance Franklin then raised him with a mercurial dribbler from deep in the right forward pocket to put Hawthorn back in front. Up stepped Collingwood midfielder Luke Ball, who, with 3 minutes remaining, roved a forward 50 stoppage and snapped truly on his left foot. The Pies held on to win by 3 points, 10-8 to 9-11, booking a grand final showdown with the Cats. Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. Cameron showing his skills. Anderson. Aliyah tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Deer. Quick snap, and that's a goal.
They're on the board in the blink of an eye, and they've got themselves a nice little head start.
The Hawks on the board early. Cameron wins it down. Dematia, McRae, McStay. They've worked it well. What's he got on offer?
This is an opportunity to settle some anxieties and get their teeth into the contest.
He's right on his distance. It'll be a close thing. He had no interest in taking any chances.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
He's off. Quality delivery by foot. Finds himself in space. Searching kick. Hall wins it back. Great mark. Can he finish it off?
He'll want to make the most of this. Who knows how long it'll be before he gets another chance.
No trouble at all.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The Pies in front now. Cameron wins it. Butters. Rao takes the hand pass. Thompson. Deer. Snap around the body. It's there.
He's looking ominous already. There might just be a bag on offer today.
Goal for goal early. Cameron punches it out of the ruck. He's run into trouble. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Cameron got his palm to it. Got to get rid of it. No one can mark. Thompson got the handball away. Can he find a teammate? Ginnivan working hard and presenting well.
Already some good signs for them with how they're trying to move the football.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
They'll need to pay closer attention to him. He's such a dangerous player in that forward 50.
Looking for a quick transition. Dacos working hard and being rewarded. Honours the lead. Good vision there. Dacos. He's been busy so far. The kick was centimetre perfect. Tidy ball. Cameron. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
He's suggesting he got something on it. Oh, I'm not sure he did.
Dacos drops into the hole and cuts that one off. It must be his birthday. Great play. Punched away. Danger averted. Frantic defence.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
They've set up well for the kick in. Aliyah makes position. Takes the safe option. Dacos has found some space. He's made a bright start. The Pies are out of trouble. His field kicking is normally first rate. This is good ball movement. What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Myercheck, you asked for it, you got it. They're tackling with venom today. Meat gets his hand to it. Rao, that's sloppy play. D'Ambrosio, good build-up. Dacos gets there first. We've got another stoppage. Meek wins it. Anderson, big tackle laid. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Meek showing his skills. Rao. Thompson thought his way through it. He's hit up the lead.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
The distance is the only problem. Disciplined defence called for and provided. Looking for a quick transition. Dacos, all on his own. Manages to find a teammate. Picking their way through. Have they weathered the storm? McVie, he's set upon. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
He bit off more than he could chew there. This, to make a good start, a very good one.
The two in a row. What's he done with it? He's hit the post.
Confidence is a great thing, but that was a big ask from there.
No time like the present. Dacos presents in space. Aliyah on a lead. He's generally a good kick. The Pies moving the ball well. Dowling. This deserves a goal. Membry is the man on the spot and he's marked.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Is that going out on the full? No, we're behind. And maybe that'll turn out to be handy later on.
They dodged a bullet there. They might not be so lucky next time.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Good thinking and good execution too. Probing ball. Butters with a chance to relieve the pressure. Neat little stab kick. Gunston can keep it moving. Thompson has charged into space. Weddle in the clear on centre wing. Well played. What's he got on offer? The Hawks showing some good signs early. Thompson has options. They've had the better of the contest to this point. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Crisp works hard to present. McRae pushes into space and receives the footy. Membry, dangerous to leave on his own. The kick is precise. Can they find a late goal? Punched that like he meant it. Gives away a free and the moment passes. Takes the logical option. Battle. Weddle with a chance to run. The Hawks look sharp early. They could be vulnerable here. Normally delivers. Markov has worked hard to present.
A rare opportunity in front of goal.
He's off target and he hasn't got the distance anyway. The Hawks in front at quarter time. Positives for both sides and a great game in prospect. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
That was typical finals footy. Not much has come easily for either side so far. This is a test of endurance more than anything else, and not only physical but mental as well. The only way through is to keep piling the pressure on for the full 4 quarters and withstanding the pressure that's applied to you.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Cameron has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Thompson, what can he do with it? Day. They might be caught out on the turnover. Good kick. That's an impressive mark. Crisp. Easy decision. The tackle was above the shoulders. Membry. This is a big opportunity.
These half chances can often be the difference.
Not his best. In he goes.
He can put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
Off target, that should have been a goal.
They did well to construct that shot at goal, but the inability to convert really let them down.
Looking for a quick transition. Barris marks in the back pocket. Finds himself in space. Moore. Waiting for someone to come at him. Ginnivan has got loose. Neat little worm burner. They're moving the footy well here. That's a good option, and this looks promising. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Cameron takes an excellent grab. He's been quiet. Joel leads his opponent. Anderson, boot to ball just in time. Ginnivan, probably too far out to score. McVee spoils. Aaliyah. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The umpire says he had no prior. Joel showing his skills. Anderson, quick snap, and that's a goal.
The Hawks are building on their impressive first quarter. They've got their tails right up.
The Hawks with the first of the second term. Cameron smashes it out of there. Butters, Thompson, Anderson runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Aaliyah making his claim for the Golden Fist Award.
The Pies would improve their chances if they could hit the target more often. Their disposals left a fair bit to be desired.
Cameron with the tap. They have a good understanding, those two. Deer, boot, ball, goal!
Like good teams do, they've responded to the challenge and opened up a very handy gap on the scoreboard.
They've got their tails up now. Cameron, the winner there. DiMattia onto it in a flash. McRae. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Cameron with a deft tap. DiMattia, Dowling, runs onto it. Crisp. They are hunting the ball carrier. That can only be holding the ball.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
A good kick here and they'll be in business. Thompson gets to the front spot. Deer drops into the hole and marks.
The Hawks have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Goes Goldwood and he's off target.
If they had kicked straight, this match would already be settled. It may be pretty soon anyway.
No time like the present. Dacos working hard and presenting well. Seizes the moment. The Hawks have won it back. Goes for home. He doesn't miss many, and that is no exception.
The Pies need to reset, but I don't think they can afford to wait until half-time.
The Hawks have got it on their terms. Good ruck work. Nevitt comes steaming through. DiMattia in his natural habitat. McRae. Barris went bang. Rushed over and they can reset.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Trying to catch them out. Barris in the clear. Waiting for someone to come at him. Honours the lead. And they're away. Weddle is hard to beat one-on-one. Doesn't often waste it. Thompson in some space on the wing. He's leading all comers for disposals. DeGoey, they have absolutely spifflicated him. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. The two big men do battle. DiMattia, who's front and centre? It's not a fair fight. Attracted a crowd. Neither side able to clear the footy. Cameron wins it. Nevitt read it well and intercepted it on centre wing.
How's it look down there, Gaz?
The Pies haven't had many avenues to goal. It might be worth sending a midfielder or even a defender forward to try to create a favourable matchup.
McRae, crisp. That's a strong mark.
Would be an understatement to say they need this.
Snap around the body. It's there.
Well, it's one thing to take the contested mark, but another to have the composure to finish off your good work.
The Hawks by 19. The big men fly. He's stopped in his tracks. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. They've opened them up here. Delivers it inside 50. Dacos couldn't finish what he started. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Meek wins the tap. Day runs towards goal and slams it through for a 6-pointer.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The Hawks are showing why they were well back to win this match. The big men fly. DiMattia. Ginnivan in heavy traffic. Anderson. Day plays on. Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
I think this margin is more or less reflective of the difference in class between these sides so far today.
The Hawks with the past 2 goals. Meek palms it down. Butters leading from the front. Day, Dacos, Thompson. He's been industrious. DiMattia says thank you very much. Membry has found some space. McStay, that's good work rate. The Pies have been out of sorts. DeGoey, he's besieged. Can they see off these last moments before the break? Meek showing his skills like Batman and Robin. Ward. The kick is a poor one. The Pies need to make inroads soon. Myercheck, too big, too strong, too good.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
He's kicking at his second, but he'll have to settle for 1, at least for now. The Pies were right in this at quarter time, but they're on the ropes now. They'll have to redouble their efforts. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Pies are flat-footed and lacking energy so far. That needs to change very quickly, or this will not only get out of control, it'll become embarrassing. They're just not getting their hands on the footy nearly enough, and consequently they're asking a lot of their defenders. Too much, in fact. If they can at least stabilise in the middle, then they'll get opportunities to exert pressure. But you feel they're going to have to be pretty efficient to truly threaten today.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Cameron showing his skills. DiMattia, solid tackle. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Meek wins it down. Anderson. Markov picks off the pass. Good kick. No one can mark. Crisp. What's he got on offer? I've liked his game today. Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over, that's not the worst place. The Hawks are out of trouble. Moore, all on his own. Ward, battle. It's a hot footy. Some indirect ball movement here. Time to turn on the Jets. Barris, Weddle running in support. Normally delivers. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Harrison. The fans will be happy to see this. The umpire will have it. Good ruck work. Anderson just shoveled it out. Dacos under pressure. Joel, that's a bruising tackle. The Pies are chasing tail. Meek is in trouble. That must be incorrect disposal.
Did he actually make slight contact with the ball?
He might have thought about the corridor. Ward with the big fist. Foot race on the wing. Weddle, complete commitment. Thompson. McVee wins it back. Great mark. Neat little worm burner. Membry with a chance to run. They need a spark. It's been that kind of day for them. They're playing with purpose and poise. Ginnivan has got loose. Joel, he's copped some of his own medicine. The Pies have denied them the corridor. The umpire's pinged him for insufficient intent.
As long as they're consistent, that's all we want to see.
Takes the safe option. Membry can keep it moving. He's generally a good kick. McStay delivers it inside 50. Myercheck, great body work.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
They're crying out for a goal, and he's answered the call.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body, then went back and put it straight through the middle.
That first goal, so important. Cameron wins it out of the centre. Nevitt, McRae, Day gives away a free for a high tackle. He hasn't been himself today. They're moving the footy well here. Short pass looks good. Myercheck, that's a big play.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
They've pulled a couple back now, but there's still plenty to do if they're going to get back into this one. Cameron punches it out of the ruck. DiMattia, McRae displaying great endeavour. Hunt uses the body well.
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
Kicks it goal, and it's there. Here they come.
They'll be looking for more of that. If they get it, they'll be in front in no time.
The Pies have had a great patch. Cameron, the winner there. Nevitt, McRae needs a good decision. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
He's suggesting he got something on it. Oh, I'm not sure he did.
The kick is precise. Can they turn back the tide? Nevitt tries to spike it out of the danger zone. He's only had the one inside 50. Quality delivery by foot. That's a useful ball. Membry has got off the chain. DiMattia stripped of it. He converts and narrows the margin.
The Pies are within a couple of kicks, and it feels like it's come out of nowhere.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Good ruck work. Got to get rid of it. McRae, they're moving the footy quickly. Battle, making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Pies will not lie down. The big men fly. Anderson, Day. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Good disciplined defence. Deer, Day, met solidly. He could have blazed away, but he's done the team thing.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Thompson, what a game he's had. He's doing it all.
There was no secret they needed to quell his influence, but they haven't been able to do it. He's had his way with them.
The Hawks have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Meek wins it out of the centre. Ward, Day, who's at home? Moore with another spoil. Gunston, that's poor play. It's come unstuck. Seizes the moment. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Time for the Crummers to go to work. I felt that one from here. They're tackling with venom today. Meek wins it. Day. Oh, it's a horrible blue. An absolute gift.
Full credit to him for putting that through the middle despite the tackle.
The Hawks by 13. The two big men do battle. Dematia, Dowling. He's been accosted. You asked for it, you got it. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Meek smashes it out of there. Anderson. Dacos clears the area. He's suddenly a popular man.
Gary, what's caught your eye?
The Hawks have made some mistakes, but they haven't been deterred. They just keep creating opportunities.
They have a good understanding, those two. Dematia, they cannot keep him quiet. Pedler, all alone in the centre square. McStay, they've put themselves under pressure. Dacos, loose ball on centre wing. D'Ambrosio, leading by example, gets a kick away. Dacos, doing what he does best. The Pies played great football in that quarter. They'll believe they can run over the top in the last. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Hawks need to decide whether they keep attacking or try to slow the game down and make it as hard as possible for their opponents to score. The easiest way to kill a contest is with goals, but even a bit of momentum the other way might lure them into a defensive mindset, which can be dangerous.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. The big men fly. DeGoey, McRae into the action again already. Crisp, Cameron, Watson in the centre square. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Joel, strong grab. Pokes it into the pocket. Thompson is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
It's as if they don't rate this player. He's already hurt them. He's about to hurt them again.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
It wasn't long ago this match was right in the balance. The change that's come over it has been stark.
The Hawks have one hand on the cup. The big men fly. Ward, can he force his way through? Day. Joel, that one was always his.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
This will be another one, will it? No, it's a poster.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
They've set up well for the kick-in. McVie pushes into space and receives the footy. Good work rate. The Pies are out of trouble. Neat little worm burner. Honours the lead. Can he find a teammate? Crisp works hard to present. Comes free in the tackle. Watson, dangerous to leave on his own. He's been called to play on. Looking to extend this margin. Joel is like a magnet in that forward line.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
Going at his first, and he's got it.
The Hawks are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
The Pies can feel it slipping away, I suspect. Meek showing his skills. Anderson, Day. This is promising. You can't question his commitment. D'Ambrosio. Thompson. He's plucked it and should have a shot.
He can put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Trying to catch them out. Dacos has found some space. McStay working hard and being rewarded. Tidy ball. That's an impressive mark. He's been quiet. Markov takes the logical option. McVie panicked under pressure. The Hawks have all the answers. Anderson can run and carry. Moore makes good contact. Joel Watson. He'll kick this. In he goes. And he has delivered.
So often he provides great energy for them up front, and he's done it again.
The Hawks with 5 on the bounce and playing irresistible footy. The big men fly. Anderson, Day, running in support. Dacos, Meek. There goes the kick inside the 50. This is a joy to watch.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Pies look at breaking point. Meek with a deft tap. Navigated the traffic. Dacos. Gunston marks, and this is in danger of becoming a rout.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under not nearly enough pressure.
He shoots at goal. Has the kick. No good.
Nothing wrong with having a go, but it might have been a better option to set that one up to the top of the square.
Looking for a quick transition. Dacos can keep it moving. McStay makes position. Not a lot of positives today. McVie with a chance to run. They're keeping the ball well. Membry. This is good footy. That's skillful. Crisp. What's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Hunt. Here's real danger now. They need a spark. Membry. Should have done better. Punched away. Barris knew the tackle was coming. Yes, it had to be a free kick. The rules don't allow you to do that anymore.
It's an unpopular rule, but it does keep the ball in play more often.
That's his first.
They've been on the wrong side of average for most of the game, but that was a classy passage of play.
It's an understatement to say they needed that one. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Anderson taking out some frustration possibly. Hall pounces. That's a useful ball. Manages to find a teammate. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Weddle continues to be a thorn in their side. Quality delivery by foot. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. Dacos read that well. Hall in the clear.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Two in a row if he gets it, and he does.
They haven't thrown the towel in, that's for sure. There's still plenty of fight left in them.
The Pies haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. The big men fly. Anderson in his natural habitat. Ward. Moore. We've seen that before. Houston harassed into an error. Cameron wins the contest hands down. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. They're moving the footy well here.
This will be a great goal if he can kick it.
Revenge is sweet. Hawthorn over 2028 premiers.
It's over. They've done it. Look at the ecstasy on their faces. They are the premiers, and they will celebrate long and hard. What stood out to you today, Huff?
The Hawks have proven themselves the best side in the competition. Time and again, they've stood up under pressure this year, and today was no different. At one point, we thought this might have ended up close, but they simply refused to let their opponents in. They now get to enjoy the best feeling in sport.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Huff.